Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spirit of Giving. This is craft number 9. We're going to do craft number 9 today, which is a puzzle wreath. Okay, let's make it together. So you want to make sure you have number 9 with the line under it. Make sure it's not number 6, it's the teeny one. So we're going to open craft number 9 and we're going to see what is inside. Now, inside we have a bunch of puzzle pieces. We have a ribbon and some pom-poms that are red. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is up to you, we're also going to need to use some green paint. I've been using my plate a little bit, so I already have some things on there. So you're going to need a paintbrush and some paint, and you're going to let it dry a little bit. For the purposes of this tutorial, again, I'm going to be using my hair dryer to dry quickly so that I can show you. I'm also going to be using my glue gun because I want it to dry quickly so I can show you the example. But you're going to be gluing with your white glue or the glue like this. You're not going to be using your glue stick for this example, okay? And I'm just using my glue gun just because I have that for it to be quick. Okay, now what you want to do is take your white glue and do a little dab on the side. I'm going to do a little bit of glue gun, and I am going to put mine on a little bit and hot glue that so that the pieces are going to form a circle shape, okay? This is what we want to be able to form the shape of our wreath. Now, if you want to lay yours out beforehand, please do so. This is going to be one of those crafts, like for me, I have plastic underneath my table right now because I'm using a glue gun. This is going to be slippery, but that's okay. We can lay the pieces out and get a general idea where we want them to be. There's a lot of pieces. Please don't be afraid to stack them on top of each other. It's made to be creative. That's what art's all about. There's no right or wrong. Can you see mine's in a circle already? So I like how that looks. I think that that is, it's cute. And if, let's say, for example, if that was painted green already, I can just put my pom-poms on to make it look like a wreath. See how cute that would be? And I'd put my ribbon underneath like that. Okay, but unfortunately, because that's the way things are right now, I have to glue with the glue gun, and then I need to make sure I can what am I trying to say? That I can paint it. Okay, so I'm going to take my pieces and I'm going to start forming my circle with my puzzle pieces. And you can do this with your regular glue. So just take your glue and start gluing around to make sure that you're starting to form your shape. Okay? That would be great. Just form it like that. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I have other people at home. Everyone's trying to do crafts with us right now. And it's a little bit loud in here. So I apologize about that. So I'm just going to continue making my circle as I go around, just like this. Okay, hot gluing it as I go, and a little bit more. And we'll do this as I go around. Keep going here. And if it's going to take some time for yours to dry because you're not using a glue gun, and that's okay. You just have to allow the time for it to glue. Okay. We're going to just keep going, just like this. And it's going to be a fun little project. It's really cute. Now, over time, you might have to put some more glue on there. And if you do, you do. That's just how it works. I'm going to put some more glue in my glue gun because it's starting to get low. And I can start to glue some more. And the fun thing about this is how you glue your pieces is it all depends on how you feel. What you think looks good, what you think you want, because you're going to paint this as well. Now I just did my circle. I have some extra pieces and I'm still going to use them. I have 3 extra pieces. I'm going to stack them on because I think it would be cute. So I'm going to add some extra pieces to make it look a little bit bigger and to add some more volume to mine. And here is my wreath right now. Now you're not going to be able to lift yours up because yours is going to dry a few minutes, but just for the purposes of this, this is mine. And I'm seeing I have some little weak points that I'm going to put some more glue in. See? Now, let's say you might like it that color. Maybe you say, hey, you know what? I kind of like mine blue. And if you don't, you can take and paint the brown part or paint the other part. It's really up to you. So this is the wreath that I have, and you can find out which way you want to have your circle. Do you like it this direction, this direction? Mine's kind of looking like a heart a little bit in the middle, isn't it? It's kind of cute. All right, so I'm going to roll my sleeves up. And again, if you have clothes, you wear clothes if you're going to paint to get ruined, because there's a chance that you could ruin your clothes. So I'm okay ruining these clothes. I purposely put them on today for painting. And I am going to now use my paintbrush and paint this green because I want mine to be, I'm going to take my green paint because I want mine to be a regular wreath. Let me move my pom-poms to the side and I'm going to paint. And this might take a couple of coats. If it takes a couple of coats of paint, it does. It's okay. Now this is going to be an interesting one because this requires multiple coats. Now if you don't want to do multiple coats on this and you want to paint the back, let me show you. You can paint the back. The back is going to take paint better because it's not coated. Okay? But you have to get in the crevices, so you have to like stick your paintbrush all around in different places if you want it to be like that. And that's okay. If you prefer it to be like that, that's fine. And we'll just put it all around inside there and keep going. Just keep moving it all around and painting. Now, if you have a hair dryer, you can get your hair dryer out too and dry your wreath as well, but you want to make sure you don't put it on real high because with regular paint it's not going to, with regular glue it's not going to be stuck together already. It's going to be very loose and you want to take your time and make sure that you can get all of the glue to dry because glue like that takes time and you're probably going to have to put your project to the side for an hour or so and just let that glue dry after you try to do some hair dryer on it too to get some air to it. Okay, so you just want to do that. I'm still using the green. I'm going to go around. And remember, this stains, so you want to make sure that you have the clothes like I talked about, and make sure that you have some napkins near you so that you can go and clean your hands off or wipe them off, because this is going to get pretty messy for you. But it's going to be really cute. We love crafts. Okay, now for mine, I dabbed a little bit of white into my plate because I thought maybe I'd do a little bit to make mine a little bit different color, not just solid green. So I'm kind of mixing a little bit. I think it'd be kind of cute to make it different. So I'm looking at it, I'm going around, I'm trying to see if I missed any pieces. Okay. And some of mine came apart a little bit. That's okay. All right, I'm going to move my plate. I have a second plate underneath it, which I'm going to lay it on now. And I'm going to use some of my water. I'm just going to just clean my hands off because see, look, okay, this stains. So you want to make sure that you, like I said, clean your hands off. Okay, now I'm going to take my dryer on low. And I'm just going to put it on it for a couple of minutes. Just dry it. And as I was painting, some of my glue came apart from the glue gun. It didn't stay well. So after this is dry, I'm going to do a little bit more glue to make sure that it stays one piece. Now it's good to keep it moving around to make sure that your project dries, but you don't want to just hold it still for a long time. You just want to keep moving it around to make sure that it's going to get dry everywhere. And remember, this is a tough one because it's got a lot of nooks and crannies, so you want to make sure that you get it. This is how mine's looking. Okay. Let me show you right now. I'm going to turn it on again. And this is a fun project. Most of us have puzzles. So if you have a puzzle that you've lost pieces to, this is a cute craft. And this is something that everybody can do. You can make it into a pin as well. But I like painting the back part of it. I think that's the best part for me. I liked how it adheres the paint really well. See, the back doesn't hold it as well. I don't want to do multiple layers. I don't want to do multiple, different, painting it a lot of different times. So I'm just going to keep it on here. I'm going to keep drying. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to say that this is dry, okay? So that I'm not wasting time with you and having you wait, because the whole point of it is that you can see how to do it. All right, the next thing is I'm just going to put a little bit more glue because I told you mine had started coming apart again, so I'm just going to push a little bit more glue down. Okay, now here is mine. I'm going to take some more. I'm going to take the pom-poms and just put some glue on the pom-poms. Just move them around there. Put them on where I think they'd be cute. Okay, the next thing is, remember we talked about ribbon and how to attach ribbon? Remember, this one has two different patterns, one regular, one solid. If you want to use the solid part, you want to make sure that you put the glue on the solid part when you put your project. I want to use the snowflakes. So I'm going to put glue on my snowflakes. So that's what you would do. You would put glue on your snowflake part if you want to use that part for your project. And I think I'm going to turn my wreath like this. And I'm going to fix it so that my ribbon is going to stay. And again, I'm going to make sure I'm going to use my snowflake on both sides. I'm going to put glue on my snowflake. And I'm going to put it on there. Let it dry just a second. Because glue guns are very quick. I know that if you were at my house, we would be able to just do glue guns, but because of the pandemic and everything, we only have that kind of glue this year, but it's going to work. It's just going to be a little bit more time consuming for you. So here is the finished product of the wreath ornament. And I'm sorry I have my glue strings hanging out. You guys won't have to worry about that. Okay, now if you don't like how there's a little white part right there on that, if you go, oh, that's awful, I want it to change, I don't like that color, it's too good, it's too much green, I want to change it, just dab it where you want. Because again, we talked about it, paint is forgiving. This is all about artistic expression and creativity. All right, so there it is. Craft, puzzles. We have a puzzle wreath. This is, again, craft number, let's see, snowman. Oh, craft number 9. Sorry about that, guys. Craft 9. All done. So when you're done with it totally, and it is dry, you can put your name on the back. I think it's important to put your name on all of your projects and the date. It's very sweet. And for me, I'm going to continue letting mine dry a little bit more because it's definitely wet and I have some glue string. So craft 9. On to craft number 10. See you in a few minutes.